She says, "Ah," and everyone shits their pants. The Grudge, the original. This is the another famous Japanese horror movie that I promised to review because there is this The Ring versus the Grudge movie that is actually already out in Japan. I'm gonna check it out in the future and review it. I've already reviewed The Ring. I thought it was excellent. I would even say it's a masterpiece. One of the best horror movies I've ever seen. Now it's time to review The Grudge. It was also well received, uh, made money, and was remade by Americans. And like with The Ring, I haven't seen the American remake completely, just bits and pieces over the years. So, how was this movie? Well, not as good as the Japanese Ring, but not a bad movie. This one was directed by Takashi Shimizu, and actually he also directed the American remake. This is an interesting movie in a way that it's not one consistent story. It actually is made out of little short uh, little short stories that are shown in an unchronological order, which might confuse some people. I got it very quickly. Okay, some of these things have that are now happening are actually supposed to be in the past and stuff like that. There are many characters in the movie, uh, and the movie always tells uh, before the next story starts what character is going to be the main character in this story arc. But there's one character that the movie really focuses on, and it's played by. Hold on a minute, please focus, you piece of shit. Okina Megumi, yes, and she was the best character in the movie. So the story goes like in the American remake as well. There's an house, a spooky ghost house, people say, uh, where they are two characters, two characters in the house. One little kid that is in this cover, and this spooky female character that makes really scary voices. In the very beginning of the movie, we get to know who these characters are, kinda. Like, we know what happened to this female and this kid. I think I can spoil it because it really is shown in the very first minutes of the movie. So, um, this woman is killed by her husband, I think. I can't really like fully remember because it has been like a week since I watched this. Um, this kid, I guess he survived or something. I'm sorry. It has been a long time since I saw this. Like a week. I can't remember all the exact things, and I have to admit I really care about this movie too much to check from the internet all the answers. So the main character is a housemaid. Alrighty, what's the English word? I think it's a housemaid. Um, she gets a mission to go to this ghost house. Well, she doesn't really know it's a ghost house. There's just this kind of creepy old lady there, just sitting, doesn't really say anything. And then the the girl really finds out in a horrible way uh, what's wrong with that house, and that lady, old lady, but she doesn't die. She survives. Actually, she's probably like the only one who survives. And the other story arcs following that, we see other people die by these two characters. But yeah, I guess that's it about the story. I don't really want to talk about it more. Let's talk about the scariness. Okay, so this kid, this little kid, I don't know if he was even meant to be scary. If he was, then the filmmakers failed because I think he was just cute. Actually, he like meows like a cat. It almost looks like like he even turns into a cat in few scenes. I'm not really sure, but yeah, cute but not scary. Okay, so this beautiful lady here. I have to say I've seen what the this creepy lady looks like in the remake, and I have to say the remake does a better job making her look creepy. Here she doesn't really look that scary, honestly. But the voices she makes that weird is very legendary, and it is scary. It is scary to hear that. It always makes me feel uncomfortable. And then there's, of course, that scene where she slowly crawls down the stairs and she's bloody and everything. Yeah, that scene was effective. But other than that, not really that scared. Ring wasn't that scary either, but I have to say it was just a better movie. I just cared more about the characters, and I really thought this story was more interesting. This one, yeah, this one is probably slightly scarier, but the story and the characters they're kind of are a bit weaker. All these lines here, hailed as the scariest Japanese movie of all time. I'm not really sure about that. The most frightening film I've ever seen. Sam Raimi says that. What the hell, dude? I think The Evil Dead is a lot scarier. No cheap tricks, just pure screen crawling, cut tightening terror. Alright. Unstoppable as the latest cult phenomenon from Asia. Takashi delivers the next level of horror. Yeah, I can get it. I can get it why people like this movie more than I do. Um, it is kind of cool that this movie consists of story arcs that are not don't do not happen in a chronological order. Um, and this movie really has some good ideas, but I don't think they always work that well. There are actually two movies before this that are called Ju-On. They were straight to video releases, and I would actually want to watch them because I've heard people say that they are better than this one. This is the more popular one, but I think the ones that came before this could actually be better. But yeah, overall, an entertaining movie from 2002. A few scary scenes and great ideas, but the execution doesn't always work. But I would still suggest to check this one out. You might even like it more than the American remake. This is pretty hard to find, cheap. I happened to find this pretty cheap, like €5 or something like that. It wasn't a terrible price from this movie. The ring is also the Japanese ring is also a rarity. I'd give this one 3 out of 5. An okay horror film, definitely. Yeah. Uh, there might be some things I missed in the movie, and that's why I can't really appreciate it that much. This might need a rewatch. I could actually probably like it even more. There are some instances that have happened to me that I like the movie the second time I watch it. But yeah, check this out if you happen to find this one. The Japanese The Grudge. I'm sorry, this was slightly lazier review. I'm trying to improve the quality of my reviews in the future, in the near future, I promise. I finally have a computer to edit with, so prepare to see actual short clips from the movie and images and other stuff like that. See ya.